Hello everyone, ndi Millicent Chiwara Chiskawa Makado. Ndi mudhuru wa macheru uva hamulima South Africa Limpopo. Ndi muvenda. Welcome back. I am an actress, I'm a baker, I am a financial planner, I am a lot of things in one. I do or run social media advertising on all my social media platforms. I will send the prices here if you're interested. If you want to grow your social media presence or you want to grow your page or your business, I will send it to you. Now, to those that are new here, Natanganeja, Ndoribua, I am blessed, I'm honored to have you here. And please do subscribe to my channel. It's free. Plus, I speak about things that people don't really want to speak about. So that's good to you. So let's go right. Well, well, today's topic is very difficult and a bit painful. Yeah, I am not a single mom. And I will never be one. My grandmother from my dad's side was a traditional healer, a sangoma. My grandmother from my mom's side was a Christian. She used to go to church, a Dutch Reformed church. She was actually the first person to buy me a Bible. I learned a lot of things from both my grandparents. My grandmother from my dad's side, I learned a lot, and most of those things are the things that I teach you here. And the things that I've learned from my grandmother from my mom's side, I teach you on on Facebook. I think I'm supposed to be looking there on that one. All right, so parents. Can parents bewitch you? Like hate you so much that they can bewitch you? Somebody asked me that question. Is they thinking that their parent has bewitched them? And they don't understand how a parent can bewitch you. It is very possible. It is very true. So the intention of a parent bewitching you, it was not intended for bad. When we were raised or when we were born, in most African cultures, there was things that were done on us. Days or that day when you were born or days after you were born. In my culture, they used to call it ofariwanga mafura something mara. Mwana uyafariwa. I don't know how to explain that, but you are kind of protected. They do rituals on you to protect you, to introduce you to your clan. Whether it was mafura is the oil or lotion, the oil of the lions, the snakes, mafura or something. But there was a ritual done when we were born. And that on its own was connecting you to your ancestors, which now that we have Christianity, we believe it is witchcraft because it becomes a channel that all those witches in your lineage can then get you, find you, and do whatever they want with you because it was sort of a mark. You belong to these people. You belong there. You belong here. And it was easy for you to be a target for witchcraft. But everyone in our cultures, mostly in Africa, I don't know others, but in most African places, believes people used to do that. Your mother, father, your whole clan would do a ritual for you when you were born. uyafariwa ngwana. There were things done to a child even after giving birth, the things that I have to do to that child, with my breast milk, with this, with that. Like there's a lot of rituals that are done. So it shows that that child is loved. So there was no evil intended for this child, knowingly, right? Not unknowingly. Knowingly, they're thinking they're doing good, but they were actually exposing you for you to be an easy target for other clans or other people who are probably fighting with the snake oil or whatever oil, and then it becomes an attack with you or whatever, however way. So your parent gives back to you thinking, most of us were or are from very poor families, especially if you're from Africa. We are from very poor families, and when they give birth to us, they're thinking, this child, when we're gonna take it to school, when she becomes a doctor or a nurse or teacher or whatever it is, she's gonna work for us. Now I go to school and I meet John. John suddenly wants to marry me and I'm gone. I become a doctor. I've changed my surname because I'm married. My surname is now Ndlovu, for example. I stay with that person. I do everything for him and our children, his family, whatever. So I don't do anything anymore to my family. Same things happens to a guy. He's in university. He meets a beautiful girl. He marries her. That girl obviously will not allow for him to take care of his parents. So most of those parents end up hating the person that married their child. So when they hate that person, they do everything to make sure that there's a breakup so that Millicent can come home, so that I can start working for them. Now, they go do some kind of evil ritual for this person that I am married to. We start to fight. There's no peace. There's nothing. Things are bad, whatever. If these people are not prayerful, they don't do anything themselves, whether culturally or Christianity or whatever belief they have, if they are just not believing in anything, they become an attack and they end up breaking up, separating, divorcing, and that person goes home, which is now me or him. He goes home. When he goes home, he starts doing things for his parents and they stop that curse or whatever they've done, and then he starts helping them and doing things for them, and or else I go home as a woman and I'm working for my parents. But because I am not told that, listen, we don't want you to go anywhere, we just want you to work for us. While I'm sitting at home, I'm bored, I start going out with my friends and I meet Jim now. I'm meeting Jim. My parents will do the same. So the intention is not to destroy me, but the intention is to destroy another person. But because me and that person are one, whatever curse they have done, it will definitely come and attack me too, because I am married to this person and the two shall become one. So whatever attack it is that is given, that they are intending for this person, comes and hits me too. So if this person gets sick, things are taken away, whatever is happening, it affects me too. If they're taking that person's luck, they're doing this, they're doing whatever evil that they're doing will affect their own child, knowingly or unknowingly, to the parents, to a point where sometimes a person can get so sick and die, or they can just collapse and die, or they can just get depressed, stressed, or whatever, especially if that woman is prayerful and she because she doesn't know what is happening on that other side. And let's say, for example, it's me and I love this man of mine and I can see that we are fighting for a spoon and a knife. We are fighting for a spoon, and our issues and whatever can be resolved, and I hold on and say, listen, there's nothing happening, there's nothing wrong, we just don't want to be around each other, we're just fighting non-stop, things are not happening. Or this guy gets sick because they want to kill him, he must die, like things happen. But if I hold on as a woman and not leave him, because the only time that I will be set free is when I leave him. But if because I don't know that this is what's happening to my man and he's sick, his all these things are happening to him. If I hold on to him, because we are one, then we share the curse, we share the burden without us knowing. And sometimes you will find we both get sick, we both, if death comes, it can even occur to the both of us. So sometimes you are carrying the curse or the bad things or the evil things that your parent sent. Your parent wanted you to come home and work for them, to do everything for them, because they believe they took you to school, because they believe somehow you belong to them. But they will never tell you, Millicent, we don't want you to get married. We don't want you to have this. We don't want you to go there. We want you to work for us, like have a 10,000 salary for us, have this for us because we raised you, we belong to us, whatever the case may be. But they never say anything like that. And therefore, when you are dreaming, you will dream of them doing something. You will see them just getting angry at you, not liking you, starting to hate you. But initially, they don't hate you, they just hate the person that you are with. The intention is not to harm or kill you, but it can somehow hate you. There are people that when you are born, because of situations and circumstances that happens around pregnancy, when I got married, when I had my first child, I was married. When I had my second born, I was married to a different person. But there was a marriage. So what happens is that when there's a lot of people who, for example, that person will have a child, and that child is not part of the plan. There was no marriage, you were just pregnant and somebody said, no, I don't want this child, and you're raising this child alone. There's a lot of ladies who don't accept that and want to either abort, and when they don't successfully abort, when they give birth to that child, they don't love that child, they don't want to be around that child, they run around, they do this, they can leave that child anyway and not even care about it, because there's an emotional attachment to how that person or that child came or was conceived, or how that child came to pass, came to this world, and they hate and they do this. And when they then somehow find marriage, and the person that they are going to marry does not love this child, even if it's not marriage, but a person who is in a relationship with them, when you are bringing your child from a previous marriage, they say no. She will go to, most of them will go to whatever level to make sure they take that child home to their mothers. If no one wants that child, it becomes a burden, because she wants to experience love. Remember, she was rejected. Now she wants to experience love from this guy. She will do everything to destroy this child, to kill this child, to make sure this child doesn't exist. So as you're growing up, probably she abandoned you somewhere, or she's forced to be with you, but she doesn't like you. She knows her happiness is to you being alive. You are making her not to be happy. She feels she's stuck with you. So she will do nomaini to make sure that you are dead. She prays for you to die. She prays for you to go, to disappear. Somehow she wants that happiness. It does happen. And when a person is praying those kind of prayers, it becomes a curse to you. When a person is saying bad things to you, like I hate you, I don't like you, you're stupid, you are what, all those bad things that our mothers can say to us, or our father, you are a curse, you are a dog, you are what, I shouldn't have given birth to you, I don't like you, you are stupid, you will never pass, you will never this. Those things, somehow without knowing, they become a curse to you and your life. And as you grow up, we need to learn to break those curses that were set upon our lives. And yes, that can be how a mother can then hate you or bewitch you with the words that they say. Sometimes intentionally, she goes somewhere to want to kill you. Same happens to a father. A father can have a child with someone. When this girl says, I'm pregnant, and he says, nope, I don't want this child. And because the child is now here, he's forced to be responsible. But now, if he's married, he doesn't want his wife to know, so he will want to get rid of that child. If he's not married and he feels he's young, he's still playing, and he doesn't have money to raise this child, or he doesn't want to support or want to do anything, he will want to destroy that child. He can go to the length of going to whoever and say, listen, kill this child. Yes, they can want to kill you because they feel you are blocking their lives, you're blocking their success, and they don't want you in their lives. So there's different types of mothers and parents that I've explained to you. There's ones who just gives birth to a child, but they want you to work for them, which is 80% of the time. And there's that father who doesn't want you because he's married or he's young, he wants playful, he doesn't want a child. But your child is here. They want to get rid of you. Or a mother who has the same situation where she didn't plan to have this child. She had unprotected sex, child came, guy disappears, she's raising this child alone and she wants to get rid of this child. Some people are like me. I have 2 kids and my mom is like, I'm not raising anyone's child. Like, even when I was young, I knew that my mom was never going to raise anyone's child, from my brothers to me, no one. So if you have a child, you must raise it. That's what my mom believes in. If you are old enough to have unprotected, then you should be old enough to take care of your own your own children. Take care of them because you're old enough to do it. She's not gonna look after your kids. She's not gonna stay with any child. No, that's my mom. So other mothers are like that. Well, I have other mothers like my other friends, Botaki, Bovero, whose parents even cry when you don't bring their child to stay with them. You know, when you want to take away the kids, they cry because they love their grandchildren, they want to stay with them. So we have different types of parents. But yes, a parent can bewitch you with their mouth, or their mouth with the things that they say to you or to other people. They can curse you with their mouth, or they can literally go somewhere and do something to destroy you or to kill you, or they can go out there to make sure that you only work for them and no one else. Especially if you become so successful that you pass that school, you are earning money that they've never seen before, they don't want you to go. You can't be married, you can't be successful, you must stay at home. Even when you want to build your own house, things will happen in your house where you will want to go back home. You feel at peace when you're at home. You will not even think of building anything for yourself because they want you home to stay with them, to live with them. Yeah, I hope I helped you. I hope that this made you know that you can pray for your parents, for your children. And always, guys, be positive to your children. Say beautiful things to your children, nice things. I know we were raised by parents who were saying hateful things to us, but please just tell your children, you're beautiful, you're nice, you're this, you're that. All these beautiful things that you wanted to hear as a child, please say it to your children. Don't tell them how stupid they are. Yeah, I was you are an idiot. Don't say all those things to your kids. Please don't say them. I know you want to say them because they're very annoying. They're very hyperactive. Kids these days will ask you 10,000 questions. They're very inquisitive. They are very... My daughter, if you shout at her, she will tell you, I can hear you, mama. And she's 6. I can hear you. Don't have to shout. I'm here. She's 6. And she will tell you, if you want to hit her with a belt, because my mom used to hit me with a belt, she will say, my teacher said I am a child and I'm allowed to make mistakes. Therefore, you can't hit me for a mistake. I made a mistake. I am a child and I'm going to make another mistake tomorrow. And when you look at these things, as angry as you are, you just start laughing and loving your kids. You brought those kids into this world. They are innocent. That is the first thing you must always remember. There are also stepmothers who will want to kill their stepchildren because they don't want them. Maybe because their mom died or they separated from their dad, or because that child is staying with them, or even when a child is not staying with them. But you just hate a child. Like, that's how evil you are. You hate a child. A child is innocent regardless of how old that child is. It's a child. They are innocent. They didn't bring themselves into this world. Your job is to love them regardless of the situations that they are facing. You love a child. That's it. Love a child. Don't care about the situation between the parents who are divorced, the parents who are this, the parents who are that. You're a stepmom. Like, be a friend, be a mom. Like, Treat them the same way you would treat your children. Treat them the same way that you would have wanted to be treated as a child. Stop insulting them, hitting them, and saying all those evil things to them. It is not good. It is not fair. And you are going to be that evil parent that one day someone is going to pray and do send back to sender to you. I hope this helped you a lot, guys. Have a blessed day. Hallelujah. Amen.